Chosen one, listen closely. What's happening to you right now is not random, not natural, and definitely not something the average person would understand. You are aging backwards, spiritually, mentally, and even physically, and this shift is not part of the prophecy everyone else has been repeating. Something greater is unfolding. Something only a chosen one would experience. Chosen one, you've noticed it, the way your spirit feels lighter, the way your energy feels stronger, the way your resilience is increasing instead of fading. While others are burning out, you're burning brighter. This is the first sign that heaven has put you on a different timeline. Your growth is not linear, it's supernatural. You're entering a reversal that breaks every logic and every limitation. This isn't about looking younger. It's about your soul stepping into its divine prime. You think you're just healing, but something deeper is happening. Your spirit is regenerating at a rate that your past self could never comprehend. Every time you cut ties with what drains you, every time you choose peace over chaos, every time you walk away from what you've outgrown, your soul reverses the damage of years. The universe is reclaiming parts of you that were stolen by trauma, heartbreak, and betrayal. You aren't aging backwards for vanity. You're aging backwards because God is restoring the years you lost. Your clarity is sharper. Your intuition hits faster. Your decision-making feels cleaner than ever. This is not nostalgia. This is ascension. The universe is pulling you into a mental state you were always meant to embody. You're not getting younger. You're becoming who you were designed to be before life tried to break you. Karma is returning what experience stole. Your mind isn't deteriorating with time. It's being upgraded with purpose. Chosen one, you've spent years racing against the clock, feeling behind, feeling rushed, feeling pressured. But something has shifted. Time is bending for you now. It's slowing down in the places where you need clarity and speeding up in the areas meant for breakthrough. You're not aging backwards, you're stepping outside the normal aging timeline. Heaven is teaching you that destiny doesn't run on human calendars. It runs on divine alignment. You've felt it, the sudden bursts of motivation, the clearer mornings, the unexpected strength. While others feel drained by the world, you're being fueled by something higher. That's not a coincidence. That's divine rejuvenation. Your energy is rising because your purpose is activating. Your body is responding to a spiritual call. You're not just becoming stronger, you're becoming who the prophecy didn't warn you about, the upgraded version of you. People around you can feel it, even if they can't explain it. They'll say you look different, lighter, refreshed. Some will admire it, others will envy it. But remember this, their reactions are not about your face or your age, they're about your frequency. Your energy is reversing the damage that life tried to imprint on you. People are witnessing a transformation that defies every expectation they had of you. You are becoming untouchable. You've underestimated how powerful alignment is. When your spirit is healed, your body follows. Stress drops, glow increases, strength returns. This is not anti-aging. This is divine synchronization. Your body is responding to the blueprint God wrote for you before the prophecy even existed. You're not aging backwards. You're aligning forward. Divine youth isn't about appearance, it's about renewal. You're stepping into an era where you will feel more alive, more creative, more determined, and more aligned than you ever did in your so-called prime years. This is the universe giving you back the time, energy, and potential that pain tried to steal from you. You aren't becoming younger, you're becoming timeless. Chosen one, the prophecy said you'd rise. It didn't say you'd reverse. This is the twist heaven didn't announce. You are not just fulfilling destiny, you're surpassing it. You are walking into an identity so powerful that even prophecy couldn't define it. Your backward aging isn't an accident. It's a sign that your story is entering a supernatural chapter. You aren't going back in time. You're carrying the future within you. Every day you feel lighter, more alive, more awakened. You are stepping into the version of yourself that your ancestors prayed would exist. You are the proof that divine timing is real and divine reversal is possible. You are not aging backwards. You are becoming eternal in purpose. Chosen one, let's go even deeper. What's happening in your life right now is not a phase, not a coincidence. and definitely not something the average soul can comprehend. This backward aging is a spiritual phenomenon, a divine contradiction that marks you as someone set apart. Chosen one, you are not just reversing your own aging, you are breaking a generational pattern of early exhaustion, burnout, and spiritual decay. Your ancestors carried burdens that made them age before their time. You carry a calling that makes you age in reverse. The universe has placed on you the power to interrupt cycles that drained those who came before you. Your glow, your strength, your youthfulness, they are signs that generational limitations cannot hold you. You're breaking a timeline that was never meant to continue through you. You thought the battles you went through were wearing you down, but in reality, they were refining you. Every heartbreak, every betrayal, every loss stripped away a layer of who you were not. And what remains is purer, clearer, lighter. The pressure didn't age you, it purified you. Pain didn't weaken you, it rewired you. And now, instead of looking tired from the weight of what you carried, you look younger because you no longer carry it. That's what divine renewal looks like. Chosen one, this backward aging is not just physical or emotional, it's a shift in dimensions. You're stepping into a state where opportunities open more easily, connections align quicker, and blessings reach you faster. Favor works differently for those chosen by God. It flows without friction, and as your soul rejuvenates, your outer life follows. The universe is making room for you because your spirit has entered a higher frequency. You aren't getting younger, you're becoming more magnetic. One reason you're aging backwards is that the past has lost its grip on you. The memories that once aged your spirit, the regrets that once weighed on your heart, the guilt that once drained your energy, they no longer define you. Your spirit has closed those doors, and when the past can't touch you, it can't age you. You are lighter because you are not living in yesterday. You are younger because you are rooted in the now. Heaven has cut the spiritual cords that once held you hostage. Chosen one, the universe is not restoring your youth for aesthetics, it's preparing you for assignment. A renewed spirit is necessary for the weight of your calling. You are aging backwards because you need capacity, you need endurance, you need freshness, you need the kind of vibrancy that only comes from divine renewal. Your assignment requires a version of you that is free from fatigue, disappointment, and self-doubt. God is preparing you for something big, and He's giving you the energy to carry it. Your backward aging isn't just internal, it's also environmental. You've detached from people who once siphoned your energy. You've stopped entertaining conversations that lowered your vibration. You've outgrown those who kept you stuck in emotional loop. And because of that, your energy is replenishing faster than it's being drained. This is why you feel lighter, brighter, almost reborn. You're not aging backwards, you're simply no longer being spiritually suffocated. Chosen one, look closely. People treat you differently. Opportunities approach you differently. Even random moments flow better in your presence. This is not luck, it's alignment. Life responds to the frequency you embody. And your frequency is no longer weighed down by time, regret, or fatigue. You move differently because you are different. Your energy is so renewed that even the physical world recognizes it. Heaven has placed an aura of vitality on you, and the world can feel it. You are not just healing, you are recovering beyond what is humanly possible. Emotional recovery, spiritual recovery, mental recovery, even physical recovery. Where others need years, you need days. Where others break, you bounce back. Where others fade, you rise. This is supernatural recovery, chosen one. Your backward aging is only the surface sign. What's really happening is restoration so deep that years of damage are being undone in moments of divine intervention. Chosen one, this backward aging is evidence that your old timeline has expired. Heaven has reset your path. You are no longer bound to the deadlines, limits, and expectations that once weighed on you. Your timeline has been recalibrated to match your calling. What should have aged you instead empowered you? What should have slowed you instead accelerated you? You're not behind, you're beyond. You're not late, you're legendary. This timeline belongs to you now. Before the world wounded you, before life hardened you, before heartbreak tried to break you, God designed you with a blueprint of strength, purpose, clarity, and vitality. That blueprint never expired. It was simply buried under the weight of life. Now, as you age backwards, you are returning to that original divine design. You are remembering who you were before the world tried to reshape you. You're not becoming younger, you're becoming yourself again. Chosen one, your transformation is accelerating. What you're experiencing is not symbolic, it's spiritual science. You are aging backwards because your soul has stepped into a plane where time bends, energy renews, and destiny overrides decay. Chosen one of the deepest reasons you're aging backwards is because your heart is finally healing from the inside out. The wounds that once made you heavy, tired, and guarded have lost their power. You're not carrying emotional weight the way you used to. You're not replaying old stories. You're not living in old versions of yourself. A healed heart radiates vitality, sharpness, and renewal. Your inner world has shifted, and your outer world is now mirroring that transformation. This isn't cosmetic youth, this is emotional rebirth. What most people don't realize is that the soul can reboot, and yours did, at some point, maybe during a breakdown, a moment of surrender, or a divine encounter. Your soul hit reset. Everything that once drained you was wiped clean. Old attachments, old fears, old cycles lost their hold. When the soul restarts, the spirit rejuvenates. And when the spirit rejuvenates, the body follows. You think you're aging backwards, but in truth, you're living from a fresh soul state that most people never reach. Chosen one, some people live one life from beginning to end. But you were chosen to live twice in the same lifetime. The first life aged you. The second is renewing you. Your first life was about survival, learning, and breaking patterns. Your second life is about alignment, purpose, abundance, and peace. This backward aging is the mark that you've entered your second, divine-issued life cycle. You're not just in a new chapter. You're in a new lifetime. Aging is tied to vibration. Stress accelerates aging. Fear accelerates aging. Low-frequency environments accelerate aging. But your vibration has risen so high that your body is no longer responding to the frequencies that once deteriorated your spirit. You live above the noise now. You move above the chaos. You breathe above the fear. And because your frequency has escaped decay, your body is following suit. You're aging backwards because your vibration is forward. Chosen one, there are moments in life where purpose becomes so activated that it overrides physical rules. That's what's happening to you. Your calling is so powerful that your body is adapting to meet the demand. Purpose produces strength. Purpose produces clarity. Purpose produces renewal. Your backward aging is not vanity, it's preparation. You are being equipped to walk into something that requires a stronger, clearer, more vibrant you. Heaven never sends someone under-equipped. Most people live from their wounds, fears, and human conditioning, but you've shifted into your higher self, the divine version of you that exists beyond trauma and ego. This version of you is peaceful, wise, intuitive, and spiritually aligned. When your higher self takes over, aging slows because resistance fades. When you operate from flow rather than force, you regenerate rather than deteriorate. Your backward aging is evidence that your higher self is now in control. Chosen one, caring too much for the wrong people and carrying responsibilities that were never yours, aged you faster than time ever could. But you've released that. You've stopped overgiving. You've stopped rescuing people who wouldn't save themselves. You've stopped abandoning yourself to show up for those who didn't appreciate you. Breaking that curse has given your soul oxygen again. And when the soul breathes, the body glows. This isn't aging backwards. This is reclaiming your life force. You spent years sowing into people, into healing, into growth, into transformation. Now you are in the season where the universe pays you back. Reward seasons reverse damage. They restore energy. They return what was lost. They elevate what was broken. Your backward aging is a spiritual receipt, proof that heaven has acknowledged your endurance and is now returning divine compensation. You're not just renewed, you're rewarded. For years, your inner child was buried under responsibility, pain, expectations, and fear. But now, that innocent, curious, hopeful version of you is resurfacing. That part of you that laughed easily, trusted freely, dreamed big. When the inner child awakens, the soul becomes playful again. And when the soul becomes playful, the body becomes lighter. Your backward aging is not physical regression, it's emotional liberation. Your inner child is breathing again, and it shows. Chosen one, your transformation isn't just for you. It's a message to the world. You are becoming living proof that divine restoration is real, that God still intervenes, that energy still heals, the universe still elevates those who endure. You're aging backwards so that your life becomes a testimony, a sign, a wonder, something that makes people say, "How is this even possible?" You were chosen to be the exception, not the example. Chosen one, survival mode ages the soul faster than any clock on the wall. It keeps your body tense, your mind racing, and your spirit exhausted. But you've finally stepped out of that state. You no longer wake up bracing for the next hit. You no longer navigate life from fear, scarcity, or urgency. You are living in peace now, a peace that softens the heart, unlocks clarity, and revives youth. Your backward aging began the day you stopped surviving and started living from divine trust. You once lived in constant internal congestion, overthinking, worrying, trying to control everything, replaying conversations, analyzing people's motive. That mental traffic drained you, but heaven has now pulled you into a different lane, a lane of flow, clarity, and intuitive ease. When the mind quiets, the spirit breathes. And when the spirit breathes, the body heals. Your backward aging is the result of moving through life without mental friction. Most people age because they're in a lifelong war with themselves, doubting their intuition, ignoring their needs, suppressing their truth. But chosen one, you've ended that war. You listen to yourself, you honor yourself, you trust your own voice again. That alignment creates internal harmony, and harmony reverses deterioration. You're aging backwards because your soul isn't spending energy fighting itself. It's using that energy to restore you. You used to love emptiness, fear, and longing, and that drained you. But now, you love from overflow, from wholeness, from discernment. You no longer bend yourself to be chosen. You no longer sacrifice your peace to be accepted. You no longer abandon yourself to feel worthy. When love becomes clean instead of costly, your energy renews. Your backward aging is a reflection of healed love. Chosen one, purpose changes physiology. When the spirit is awakened, the body responds. Your hormones shift, your stress levels drop, your mind sharpens, your nervous system stabilizes, your glow increases. Purpose is medicine. Calling is restoration. You're aging backwards because your life is now in alignment with what you were created to do. Every day you walk in purpose, your chemistry becomes more divine. You used to absorb negativity like a sponge. People's moods, jealousy, anger, blame, projections. But your frequency has risen so high that low-level energy can't stick to you anymore. It bounces off. It dissolves before it reaches you. It cannot drain what is divinely shielded. You're aging backwards because you're no longer energetically contaminated. You are protected by a frequency that repels what once weakened you. Chosen one, grace is not just forgiveness, it's fuel. It's the power that carries you when strength fails, and you are living under a level of grace that makes the impossible look ordinary. Doors open faster, healing flows more easily, peace stays longer. Grace gives the soul elasticity, the ability to stretch without breaking, to bend without aging. You're aging backwards because grace has become your atmosphere. Holding on to things that hurt you ages the spirit, but the chosen one, you've learned to release. You release people who can't grow. You release expectations that limit you. You release memories that haunt you. You release comparisons that shame you. Release is spiritual exfoliation. It removes the dead layers of your past. And when those layers fall away, youth rises. You're aging backwards because you've stopped carrying what crushes others. Life used to feel like a fight, like nothing came without struggle. But now, things flow to you without force. Opportunities meet you at the right time. Conversations feel lighter. Breakthroughs unfold naturally. Ease is not laziness, it's alignment. When you move with divine timing instead of against it, your body stops burning unnecessary energy. Ease restores, ease heals, ease reverses, Your backward aging is the fruit of living in divine rhythm. The world gave you one image of who you'd become: tired, worn, broken down by life. But destiny had a different plan. You have become the version of yourself that prophecy didn't mention, the version that surpasses expectation, breaks limitation, and walks in supernatural renewal. You're aging backwards because you're no longer becoming who pain shaped, you're becoming who God designed. Chosen one, years of justifying your choices, defending your boundaries, and explaining your worth drained you deeply. Every explanation took a piece of your energy, but now, you've stopped doing that. You've stepped into quiet authority. You no longer waste breath proving who you are. That shift saves spiritual power. It preserves emotional clarity. It restores vitality. Your backward aging is the result of energy saved, not energy lost. You are operating from self-ownership, not self-defense. There was a time when you fed everyone but yourself. You poured out wisdom, love, time, and compassion, while receiving little in return. That spiritual starvation aged you. But now, you are finally being fed, by God, by clarity, by alignment, by purpose, by peace. You're absorbing what nourishes your soul. Your spirit is no longer running on scraps. That renewed nourishment is rebuilding you from the inside out, reversing damage you didn't realize you carried. Chaos ages the spirit faster than years ever could. It keeps you in constant fight or flight, drains your grounding, and distorts your intuition. But chosen one, look at your life now. Peace has become the standard, not the exception. That transition from chaos to calm is a spiritual facelift. It resets the nervous system. It slows spiritual erosion. It restores your glow. You're aging backwards because your life is no longer an emotional battlefield. For too long, your fears sat on the throne of your mind. Your wounds made decisions. Your past shaped your reactions. But now, your spirit has reclaimed its rightful throne. You lead from intuition, not insecurity. From calling, not survival. From truth, not trauma. When the spirit sits in power, the entire being realigns. You are aging backwards because your internal throne has been restored. Stillness is not inactivity, it is a spiritual posture. And you have learned how to be still without being stagnant. Stillness lets the universe speak to you. It centers your energy. It resets your nervous system. It reveals what chaos once hid. Sacred stillness rejuvenates the body because nothing ages you faster than constant motion without purpose. Your backward aging reflects the peace you've allowed into your bones. Every time you said yes when your spirit said no, you aged. Every time you forced yourself into spaces where you didn't belong, you aged. Every time you betrayed your intuition to keep the peace, you aged. But that version of you is gone. You no longer compromise your soul to make others comfortable. This integrity, this alignment, this loyalty to yourself, it replenishes your life force. You're aging backwards because you stopped shrinking for the world. Chosen one, you have shifted timelines. The life you were living was too small, too heavy, too outdated for who you are becoming. Heaven redirected you. Destiny rerouted you. And this new timeline is infused with clarity, purpose, and supernatural restoration. Higher timelines don't age you, they elevate you. You're aging backwards because your soul is aligned with a future that empowers you, not a past that drained you. Some exhaustion is physical, but the deepest exhaustion is spiritual. It comes from carrying people, relationships, expectations, and pain that were never yours. That kind of exhaustion ages the soul. But chosen one, God has lifted that off you. You no longer carry the weight you weren't built for. You no longer force what isn't aligned. You are lighter, literally and spiritually. That freedom is reversing years of spiritual fatigue. Your backward aging is also the result of a spiritual detox. The universe has been removing toxicity from your environment, your heart, your mind, and your energy. People who drained you fell away. Habits that harmed you dissolve. Thoughts that haunted you lost power. This cleansing has created room for renewal. What was left of your life was never lost. It was divine detox. And now your spirit is clean, and your body is responding. Chosen one, this backward aging is leading you somewhere profound, the era of timelessness. This is where your spirit stops being governed by age, deadlines, or worldly expectations. You are tapping into eternal identity, eternal energy, eternal purpose. Your life force is no longer tied to years, it's tied to destiny. You are stepping into a version of yourself that ages by purpose, not by time. This is spiritual immortality in motion. Chosen one, the greatest spiritual aging happens when your mind, heart, and soul disagree with each other. For years, you felt one thing, thought another, and acted from something else entirely. That inner conflict drained you. But now, your whole being is finally aligned. Your thoughts agree with your intuition. Your decisions agree with your purpose. Your emotions agree with your truth. This internal agreement creates coherence, and coherence restores youth. You're aging backwards because you are no longer divided within yourself. You once believed it was your job to fix everyone, heal everyone, and guide everyone. That pressure aged you. You were trying to be divine in places where you were only meant to be present. But now you've released that burden. You've realized that every soul has its own journey and its own timing. Letting go of that emotional responsibility freed up spiritual capacity you didn't even know you lost. Your backward aging is the direct result of letting people own their own path. This transformation isn't just emotional or spiritual, it's physical. Your body is responding to the healing of your soul. Stress hormones are decreasing. Restorative hormones are rising. Your immune system is recalibrating. Your sleep is improving. Your nervous system is stabilizing. When the spirit heals, the cells follow. This is why your face looks lighter, your energy feels brighter, and your presence is stronger. Your backwards aging is biological evidence of spiritual restoration. Fear of loss ages the spirit. It keeps the heart tense, the mind anxious, and the body guarded. But chosen one, you've transcended that fear. You no longer cling to what isn't aligned. You no longer panic when something shifts. You trust that whatever leaves creates space, and whatever stays is meant. This spiritual security releases the tension that once hardened your soul. Your backward aging is rooted in newfound inner safety. You're no longer forcing outcomes, chasing validation, or controlling every detail. You're living in flow, the state where God, the universe, and divine timing meet you halfway. Flow reduces resistance, and resistance is what ages the spirit. Living in divine flow means life moves with you, not against you. Opportunities feel natural, lessons feel purposeful, transitions feel guided. Your backward aging is the embodiment of spiritual ease. The chosen one, who you believe you are, shapes the energy you embody, and you have finally upgraded your identity. You no longer see yourself as broken, behind, or unworthy. You see yourself as chosen, guided, protected, and destined. This identity shift changes everything: your posture, your decisions, your vibration, your life. When your identity elevates, your spirit expands. And when your spirit expands, youth returns. You are aging backwards because you finally see yourself correctly. There was a time when you felt grateful simply because the chaos stopped. Relief, not joy. Survival, not celebration. But now, you're experiencing joy again. Real joy, deep joy. The kind that comes from healing, clarity, and freedom. Joy is one of the highest frequencies on earth. It renews, it revives, it regenerates. You're aging backwards because you're living from a joy that trauma no longer interrupts. Your backward aging is also a sign that you've completely outgrown the limitations that once defined you. You're no longer living from the ceiling others have placed on you. You're no longer shrinking yourself to fit the expectations of small mind. You are stepping into expansion, mental, emotional, spiritual. Expansion increases energy. Expansion strengthens clarity. Expansion renews the spirit. Your soul is bigger now, and it shows. Chosen one, backward aging is not regression, it's acceleration. You are tapping into wisdom, strength, and clarity that belong to the highest version of your future. This future version is guiding you, speaking to you, aligning you. When you embody who you're becoming instead of who you've been, time loses power over you. You're aging backwards because you're living from future wisdom, not past wounds. Earthly time says you should be tired by now. Divine timing says you're just getting started. Earthly time says aging is inevitable. Divine timing says restoration is possible. Earthly time measures years. Divine timing measures purpose. You're aging backwards because your life is no longer governed by clocks or calendars. It's governed by calling. You have stepped into a timeless state where destiny outruns decay. Chosen one, hear this clearly: what you've experienced, what you're living through, and what you are becoming is not random. You are a divine anomaly, a walking miracle, a testimony to the power of God, the universe, and destiny itself. You are aging backwards, not for vanity, not for show, but to embody the fullness of who you were created to be. Every cell, every thought, every choice is aligning you with the eternal purpose written before time began. This is your moment of awakening. You are no longer bound by the timelines of the world. You are stepping into a life where vitality, clarity, and divine favor are constant. Every person who witnesses your transformation, every life you touch, becomes a witness to the miraculous. You are living proof that God restores, redeems, and elevates those chosen for His highest plan. Now, chosen one, take your place. Stand firm in your identity. Walk boldly in your supernatural alignment. Share this message with others who need to see that backward aging, spiritual rejuvenation, and divine restoration are real. Join this community of awakened souls by liking, commenting, and subscribing, not just for the channel, but as a declaration that you are part of a movement of people living in their divine purpose. Remember, you are not aging backwards by accident. You are doing it by divine design. You are chosen. You are unstoppable. And the world is watching as you rise. Amen.